Could you able to see my screen and am I audible to you now? Can you
Yes,
please
sir.
give me a reply in chat? Please use chat for replying me because I can't hear your voice. Okay. Could you give me some reply? Guys, could you give me some reply now? Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay, very good. So, um, could you able to could you able to see my screen as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll manage here for today. Okay, we'll manage here for today. So what we are what we are going to discuss today is we'll discuss with the continuation concept of inheritance. Okay. Actually, in the last class we started our inheritance concept and we discussed about there are 5 types of inheritance. Right. Okay. What are the 5 types of inheritance we discussed in the last class is about single inheritance, multi-level, multiple, hierarchical, and hybrid. These are the 5 types of inheritance we discussed, right? And why Java doesn't support at multiple inheritance at classes level also we discussed about a question. What is it answer? Because of ambiguity problem. Because of ambiguity problem. Because of ambiguity problem. So it doesn't support multiple inheritance at which at a classes level it doesn't support. But at interfaces level, yes, it is supported because one class can implement multiple interfaces that we'll discuss at the time of interfaces. Okay. Guys, presently what I'm trying to say is now, suppose I'm writing a class here. Suppose I'm writing a class. Yeah, suppose I'm writing a class. Class C extends A comma B. This is wrong. This is not allowed. This is not allowed. I repeat my point, guys. This is not allowed. This is not allowed. This is not allowed. Okay. It is not allowed. So why it is not allowed? Because we are extending how many classes here? 2 parent classes.
Multiple
2 parent
classes.
But extending 2 parent classes is not allowed. Okay. How many parent classes we can extend? Only one parent class we can extend. But 2 parent classes we cannot extend. That's the reason why extending 2 parent classes is not allowed. How many parent classes we can extend? Only one parent class we can extend. Suppose I'm writing class C. Suppose I'm writing class C extends B. This is correct. Am I right or not? Otherwise, suppose I'm writing class B extends A. That is also correct. Extends A. It is also correct statement. One class can extend only one base class, but we cannot extend multiple base classes. If we extend multiple base classes, it comes under which category? Under which type of inheritance? Multiple inheritance. But multiple inheritance is not supported in Java at classes level. Okay, at interfaces level we can do it, but at classes level we can't do it. That's the reason why we can't extend the 2 base classes. I told you the reason also. What's the reason behind this? What is the ambiguity problem here? What is the ambiguity problem here? What is the ambiguity problem in this type of inheritance?
First to which class? A or B?
No, I mean, we need to talk about specifically what is the problem. We are calling it as ambiguity problem. How it is ambiguity?
Sometimes.
How it is ambiguity? In the last class, I think I gave question and answer also for this, right?
Yes, sir.
I think.
Sir,
I think so. Did you read that notes?
You have not uploaded, sir, that notes.
Sorry?
You have not uploaded that notes.
Oh, sorry. I didn't upload the notes. I'm sorry. I'll upload it. Okay. Observe here. No issues. See, guys, please understand me. Just give me a second. I'll come. Yeah, guys, I'll start now. What I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say is now, multiple inheritance is not supporting Java because of ambiguity problem. You will come to know about ambiguity definitely now. But presently, what I'm trying to say is now, we are going to discuss about today's topic is how constructors are executed in the inheritance. Okay, in inheritance, for which class we are going to create an object actually? For which class we are going to create object in inheritance, do you know? For parent class or for the child class? Child class. For the child class, we create object in inheritance because child class contains the properties of parent class, and also child class contains more properties. So you know that child class inherits the properties and behavior of the parent class. And also child class has its own properties and its own behavior. So basically, which class has more features? Child class. That's why we are going to create an object for which class only? Child class. Mostly we create object for the child class. Am I clear with you? So today we are going to discuss about how constructors are executed in the inheritance. Okay, please understand me. Today we are discussing about how constructors are executed in inheritance. This topic is what we are going to discuss very clearly today. Okay, I will start one by one, guys. So first I will start IDE. I'll start with Eclipse. Okay, guys, I'm going to start with Eclipse now. It's going to start now. So once Eclipse is started, we will write a small code and we will check how the constructors are executed in the inheritance. Okay, I'll show you for which class we are creating object, which class constructor is executed. All these things we are going to discuss in the today's class. Today we will focus on the concept of completely knowing about how the constructors are executed in the inheritance. That is an important thing. Okay, we'll discuss about that. What is taking this? Okay. So I'm going to start with Eclipse now. Yeah. So first I want to create a new Java project. I'm just going to create a new Java project. Okay, guys, I'm going to start with a new Java project now. Then I say next. Then I will enter the project name. Suppose it is called Inheritance Constructor Demo. Inheritance Constructor Demo 1. That's my project name, Inheritance Constructor Demo 1. And okay, I have Java 17 or 21, okay, whatever it is. Then I am just going ahead with the, okay, I just want to go ahead, folks, with the directly finish, otherwise next and finish, whatever it is. Guys, you know already how to create the project now. So now here we got my project name called Inheritance Constructor Demo 1. Just a little bit font size I'll increase, not much, so that project name visible to you a bit properly. So guys, I just want to increase the font size a bit. Okay, now you can able to see that project name is what? Inheritance constructor demo 1. Okay, first we are going to remove this module-info.java file. We got deleted this now. Now we are going to start creating the new package and class and all. So I just want to start create new class, and I want to write the class name as main, and package name is com.ashokit.oop. com.ashokit.oop. Am I clear with you? Then I want to click on finish with the main method. Select the main method and click on finish. So far, am I clear with you? So far, am I clear with you guys? Online folks, am I clear? Let's start with the coding. I will increase the font size of this one also, so that the program code also becomes bit visible to you. Little bit font size I want to increase. I think 14 is okay. Okay, now guys, we are writing here one base class and one derived class. Which keyword we use in inheritance is called which keyword? Extends keyword we use. Am I clear? Inheritance we use extends keyword. I'm writing one class first. Class A. Class A. Am I right? Next, observe here, guys. I have constructor. Could you tell me how to define the constructor in class A? Class A, because constructor name and class name both must be same. System.out.println. I want to write the statement like this. Now, what's the statement I want to write? System.out.println. What I want to write here? Inside which constructor? Class A is the base class, na? I'm writing inside class A constructor. Am I right or not? Inside class A constructor. One SOP message only, because we want to get confirmation, right? Which constructor is executed? We want to get confirmation. Very good. Now tell me how to create class B. Class B. Then
Extends class A.
Extends class A. Class A. Then tell me how to create constructor in class B. Class B is also derived class, na? It's a class, right? How can you create constructor? Class B. Then we'll start SOP, SISO. Then what to write? Inside which class? Class B constructor. Am I clear with you so far? Yes. Tell me, guys, how many classes I have with me? 2 classes are there, except main class. What are the 2 classes? Class A and class B. Who is the parent class here? Class A. Class A is the parent class. Who is the child class here? Class B. Class B is the child class. Is this okay for you?
Yes, sir.
Online folks, is this okay for you, right? Right. Tell me, in inheritance, for which class we are creating object? In inheritance, for which class actually we are going to create object? For child class. So who is a child class? Class B. Class B. CB is equal to new class B. Am I clear with you? Let's run the program. Do I have any methods to call the method? If I want to call a method, then I need to use object name dot method name. What is the object name here? CB. CB is what? Object name. Object name is CB. Okay. Do I have any other methods in class B? Sorry. Do you have any other methods in class B? No. Only what is there in class B, guys? I only have a constructor. Very good. Very good. I have only constructor, but I don't have any methods. Tell me, constructor is automatically called whenever we create an object. Automatically constructor is executed, na? Yes. Constructor is executed automatically whenever we create the object. So are we going to call the constructor, or we no need to call the constructor? We no need to call, na? Right. I have a question to you. For which class we are creating object? For which class we are creating object? Online folks, please be in touch with me by writing the messages in chat. Okay, that will help me out. Okay. For which class we are creating object? Child class. Tell me new. New is a keyword. Followed by what? Constructor only, na?
Yes.
Then tell me, where does control go?
Child
Now the
class.
control goes to
Class B.
now the control goes to child class constructor. Am I right or not? What's the message in child class constructor? Insert class B constructor. But a parent class constructor is executed or not?
No.
That's a question,
Yeah.
right? That's a question, right? Very good. Actually, what happens here is, guys, everybody try to understand me. I don't know whether I have Zoom it or not. Otherwise, I'll install it. No. Just a minute. With that, I can able to write. Just a minute. I'm just trying to run Zoom it. Okay. Okay. Guys, okay, done. Now, what I'm trying to say is because I need some drawing, so that's why I just want to. I'll open this. Now look at this, guys. First, I'll run the Zoom it. What is that? Guys, could you able to see now? Tell me what is happening, guys. Whenever we create object here, the control goes to the class B constructor. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But actually, what I'm trying to say is, in every constructor, the very first line, I repeat, in every constructor, there will be a first line that even though whether you write or you don't write, there will be first line. That first line is called super. What is the line? Super. Please try to understand this. Okay, super. Could you tell me what the first line? Super. Super statement is there. What the super statement will do? It will very good. It calls the this super statement will call the parent class constructor. Which constructor? Parent class. Where is the super? The super is a first statement in every constructor. In every constructor. Tell me, it doesn't matter whether it is a child class or a parent class. Suppose you take class A. Could you tell me what the first statement here? Even though you don't write any statement as first statement, what the first statement inside this? Super. Super. So basically every constructor has by default first statement as what? Super. What super will do? This is super. Okay, it's a special method. Super is a special method. Tell me what this super method will do. It will call the parent class constructor. It will call the parent class constructor. Parent class parameterless constructor. Parent class parameterless constructor. Tell me first of all, where does control is going now? Could you tell me first? Control is going to the constructor of what? Child class. Constructor of what? Child class. Tell me in this constructor of child class, could you tell me, okay, in the constructor of child class, guys, could you tell me what the first statement? Super. Super. Very good. Could you tell me what super will do first? Super is there. Are you writing super?
No.
No. We are not writing. But by default, the first statement is what? Super. What super will do? It will call the parent class constructor. You will call the, tell me, parent class parameterless constructor. Could you tell me where this control is going now first? Class A. Okay. Could you tell me what the first statement here? Super. Super will be the first statement. Super. Okay. Tell me what this super method will do. Okay. First statement is a super method. What super method will do? It again calls the parent class. Could you tell me who is a parent class of class A?
Object.
Sorry? Can you write in the chat box if you know? Who is a parent class of class A?
Object.
For class B, who is a parent class? Class A. For class A, who is a parent class? Right? For every class in Java, by default, there is one base class. That is called object class. For every class in Java, there is one base class. Who is a base class for all classes in Java? Object class. It's a predefined class in Java. Okay, na? Who is the base class, guys? Object class. Object class. Hey, which class is the base class, guys? Could you tell me once again? Object class. For every class in Java, by default, base class is what? Object class. Could you tell me now who is the base class of class B? Base class is parent class. Who is the parent class of class B? Class A. For class A, who is the parent class now? Object class. Tell me what this super will do. It will call the parameterless constructor in the parent class. Who is the parent class now? Object class. But in this constructor, in this object class, that parameterless constructor is empty. It is empty. Empty means what? Doesn't have any statements. That's why we don't get any output. Here it is empty. I repeat here, parameterless constructor is empty. Parameterless constructor is empty. I'll write all these points, okay, for you. Less constructor is empty. Open, close, that's it, empty. Could you tell me now, empty means it doesn't print any output, na? Yes. After executing the parameterless constructor from object class, now control will return back to again class A. Tell me what's the statement next. Inside class A constructor will be printed. After executing class A constructor, next control goes back to class B, na? Could you tell me what's the next statement? Inside class B constructor. Could you tell me what's the output of this program now?
Super.
What is output of this program, guys? Online folks, could you tell me, guys, what is the output now we are going to get is what? Inside class A constructor. Next, what is the inside class B constructor? Very good. Let's see. If I run this program, guys, you see the output here. Could you tell me what the output you are getting? Could you tell me, guys, what is the output that we are getting here? Could you tell me what the output we are getting here? Inside class A constructor, inside class B constructor. Tell me what's the first statement in every constructor? In every
Super.
constructor of a class, by default, there will be a first statement. Who is that first statement? Super method call. First statement will be the super method call. Tell me super method call will call which constructor? Parameterless constructor of the parent class, base class of the base class. Am I clear with this point? Did you understood the point now why we are getting first inside class A constructor? Do you know why we are getting this output first? If I run this program, could you tell me what the first statement you are getting? Inside class A constructor. Why are you getting first inside class A constructor? Because of super. First statement is super, na? Tell me super method will call the base class constructor. Now this base class constructor is having a message called inside class A constructor. That message is printed first. After that, next control comes back to class B constructor. And we are getting output as what? Inside class B constructor. That's why we are getting output like this. Am I clear with you? Yes. Please understand first. I will write some points. Guys, I will write some points. Please try to understand me. Okay. Okay. Just a minute, guys. I will tell you with the help of diagram as well, because you should not forget the subject. Okay, na? I'll open a blank document for today. This document is only for today. and I will share it with you today. Guys, what is our topic now? Means what are we are discussing? How constructors are executed in inheritance. Okay. What the first point I want to write for you guys? Tell me, in inheritance, for which class we create an object? Child class. Class B is a child class. Okay. So for child class. So first point I want to write what for you? In inheritance we create object. In inheritance we create an object for child class. Why for child class? Because what the reason? Child class has the properties and behavior of the parent class, and also it has its own properties and behavior. Am I clear with this point? Now, next point I would like to write here, guys. Okay. In every constructor, whether we write or don't write, there will be a first statement. Do you know who is the first statement?
Super.
There will be a first statement which is super, open close, which is super. Am I clear? There will be a first statement which is super or super method call, anything, super method call. Tell me what the super method call will do. The super method call, could you tell me what it will do? Method call, super method call calls the parameterless constructor of the parent class. So far, am I clear? Super method call calls the parameterless constructor of the parent class. Is this point clear, guys? Online folks, could you give me a reply in chat box? Because this is an important point. I would like to know from your end. Please give me reply in chat box, everybody. I want to know this from you. Okay, Suja is okay, very good. Shatakshi is okay, good. 2 responses for this question so far. Sandhya is very good, yes. I would like to know from everyone because this is important. Aksh, very good. Next. Yeah, very good, Lakshmi. Cool.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, very good, Sushmita. Yeah. Guys. So, super method call calls the parameterless constructor of the which class? Parent class. Tell me, if a class, please understand, if a class doesn't have, which class? A parent class. If a class doesn't have a parent class explicitly, then who is a parent class? Object. Then object class. Actually, object class is there in a package called java.lang. What's the package name? Java.lang. Okay. Then explicitly, then java.lang.object class is the parent class for that class. Am I clear with you? Everybody? For example, just I'm writing, for example, guys, please understand me. Class A. Just I'm writing A only. Class A. Next I'm writing class B. Please understand me. Class B. Now, guys, could you tell me what to write? Class B. Class B extends A. Class B extends A. Tell me for B, who is a superclass? Here, Could you tell me who is a superclass? For B, who is parent class? Class A is the parent class. And for A, object class is the parent class. So who is a by default superclass for a class in Java? Object class. Am I clear with this point? Very good. Next point I'll write. I'll save it next. Okay, otherwise I'll save it now. Just a minute. I'm just saving something like four documents saying what is the today's date? 9. Done. Now tell me guys, who is a parent class for class A now? Object. Object is a parent class. What super statement will do? What super method call will do? Calls the parameterless constructor of the parent class. Okay. Okay, good. Try to understand me now. I will write example 1. Okay. I will first copy our code. I'll copy our code. Example 1, I'll copy our code. I'll copy our code, guys. I'll copy our code. Tell me, we have some example code here. Guys, we have some example code here. Sorry, we have some example code here. Right. Tell me here we have a parent class. Who is a parent class? Class A. And who is a child class? Class B. Next we have main method. Yes, we have main method. Yes, I'm just making the code. Tell me for which class we are creating object here? For the child class we are creating the object. For the child class we are creating the object. Tell me here, first where does control go? First yeah, in main we are creating object for which class? Child class. Tell me, if we create object for child class, where does control go? Yes, it goes to the child class constructor. Am I right? It goes to the child class constructor. Child class constructor. Very good. Please understand me now. But in child class constructor, what the first statement? Super. So I'll write the points here. Could you tell me what is happening here? Tell me, in main class, for whom we are creating object? Yeah, in main class, object is created for the child class, class B. Who is a child class? Class B. For the child class, class B. Am I clear? Tell me first what happens. The control. The control goes to child class constructor. Child class constructor. Next point. Which statement is there by default? Super. The first statement in the child class constructor is by default what? Super. Super method call na. What this super method will do? This super method call. The super method calls the parameterless constructor of the parent class. Very good. Parameterless constructor of the parent class. Am I clear? Parameterless constructor of the parent class. Who is the parent class? Class A. I'll write the class A. Tell me in class A also, who is the first statement? Super. It calls what? Object class. But object class construct does not have any code. Empty. That's why I'm not writing anything. You remember that point. Okay. Tell me what's the output of this example if you run this program. So if we execute this program, if we execute the program, the above program, the output will be, could you tell me what the output now? Output will be inside which class? Class A constructor. Inside class A constructor. Next one is what? Inside class B constructor. Please execute this program and you'll see the output like this only, na? Class B constructor. Next. Okay, guys. I'm done with this. Next.
Method has return type, na? So
You please type in chat box. Okay. I'm not getting any voice actually. I didn't get my Bluetooth actually. It's not. Could you please type your question in chat so that I will reply? Is it a big? If it is a big question, okay, I will try to understand if it's important. Okay, we are going to discuss multiple examples, guys. But currently, is the first example clear for you? Next example, guys. Example 2 we will write. I'll go ahead with the example 2.
yes, sir, I type in chat.
Super is a special method, I'll tell you. I got JP. The question is super, and this are, we have keywords. Super and this are keywords in Java. And we have special methods also called super and this. This is also a special keyword. Super is also a special keyword. Similarly, this method, super method, special methods they are. They don't have any return type. Okay. These are the special things in Java. It answered your question, JP. Okay. Example means first I'll go to Eclipse. Here, is it okay now? Is it okay now? Can you able to hear me now? Can you able to hear me now? Okay, I will. Remove the sensor. Is it okay now? Can you able to hear me now? Okay, it's clear now to everyone. There is no disturbance, right? Okay, good then. I'll follow like this. Okay, no issues. It's even better for me as well. Yeah. Let's go ahead with the second example. Guys, look at this. Okay. Now, is it okay? We'll go ahead, guys. Everybody look at the point. This is class A. This is class B. But in class B, I am writing parameters constructor. Parameters constructor. Okay, na? So could you tell me how to write some parameters? Okay, we are not using parameters, but I want to write parameters. I want to write parameter called int x comma int y. Tell me how many parameters are there? Two parameters. Do you know why I'm getting error at line number 18? Do you know why I'm getting error at line number 18? Because we have how many parameters in class B constructor?
Two.
The constructor has how many parameters? Two parameters are there. But tell me, am I passing any values to the parameters from here? No, that's why we are getting error. Catch it immediately. Okay, na? Right, good. So I want to write two parameters here. What are the parameters I'm writing? Some 10 comma 20. Not only error is removed now. No error at line number 18 now. Next, one more thing. Tell me, who is the first statement in this constructor of class B in this constructor? First statement. Even though we are not writing, which statement is there?
Super method.
If I want, I can also write. Am I getting any error at line number 10 now? No. Tell me what happens if I don't write the super? Then also by default is super. By default is super. So what I'm trying to say now, whether you write or you don't write, but the first statement in a constructor, super. By default it is super. Okay. I want to write inside class A. Please understand, inside class A, parameterless constructor. Which constructor? Parameterless constructor. This is inside class B, parameterized constructor. Am I right or not?
Yes.
Did you understood my point?
Yes.
If I execute this program again, what is my output? First tell me what the first statement here, whether we don't write or whether we write, what the first statement here? Super. Super method call.
Which has
Tell me
no
what happens when you create object here like this in main. If you create object like this in main, could you tell me what's going to happen if I create object like this in main?
It will call
Yes,
base.
guys, could you tell me what is happening here? For example, if I create object like this in main, could you tell me what's going to happen now?
It will
If I
call
create object like this in main, what is going to happen? First control goes to
child class constructor.
Child class constructor. This is a child class constructor. Parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor. Here it goes. Tell me what the first statement in this constructor. Super. What super will do?
All the
Parent class parameterless constructor. Very good. Very good. Could you tell me what the output now? Inside class A parameterless constructor. After executing this constructor, next control goes back to the class B child class constructor. What's the next statement? Inside class B parameterized constructor. Am I clear with you? Run this program. Guys, could you able to see the output now?
Yes.
What is the first statement? Inside class A parameterless constructor. Here inside class B parameterized constructor. So you're not getting any doubt in this so far, right?
Yes.
It's just like we are executing the constructors and we want to know how the constructors are executed. That's what our intention. Am I clear with you? Tell me who is the first statement here? Super. I will talk example by example. Okay. I talk example so that all your doubts gets clarified one after the other. Okay. Now, right, this is example 2. Example 2. Could you tell me? I'll copy this, the document as example 2. Could you tell me what the output here? What is the output? Inside class A,
the
parameterless constructor. Inside
B, class B.
Inside class B. Tell me guys, inside class B, parameterized constructor. Is the second example also clear for you? Who's the first statement in every constructor? Super. It will call which constructor of the base class? Parameterless constructor. Parent class. Very good. Good to know. I'll continue, guys. Please understand. I'll continue. Next, please listen to me. Sorry. I'll go to Eclipse again. Now, please understand. In parent class, please understand. In parent class, parameters constructor is there. In child class, I don't have parameters constructor. Let's see opposite now. Here the constructor is int x comma into y. Inside class A, parameterized constructor. Am I right or not? This is what? Parameter less constructor. Just I'm reversing it, okay? Na? Now, do you find any error at somewhere here? Are you finding any error here? Yes? At line number 8, you are getting error? Why? Exactly. Exactly. Tell me about the first statement. In a constructor, who is the first statement? Super. Could you tell me what this super will do? It calls the constructor of the parent class. Which constructor of the parent class? Parameter less constructor. Parameter less constructor. But tell me in the parent class, do I have any parameter less constructor? I don't have. What I have? I have what? I have what? Parameter less constructor. That's why it is giving me error. Did you understand my point? Why I am getting error now? Online folks, did you get the error now? Folks in online, did you get my error? Yeah, please. Okay, very good. Good. Please give me reply. Okay. Nice. Cool. Understand the point here, guys. I want to remove this error. If I want to remove the error, I can remove. How I can remove this error? How can I come out of this error is, I have to explicitly write, I have to explicitly call super method with parameters. By default, which statement is there? Super open close. That means this super method will call parameter less constructor. But which constructor I have in parent class? That's why I'm getting error now. To avoid this error, for example, I'm writing super. Are you getting my point? Super of 10, 20. Look at this and observe it, guys. Now tell me, do you have any error? Any error is there at line number 8 now or line number 9 now? No. Tell me what I am calling? Super. With how many parameters? 2 parameters. I am calling the super method explicitly. It's a special method we are calling. With how many parameters? 2. Then tell me this super will call which constructor? Parameterized constructor of the parent class. Parameterized constructor. With how many parameters? 2 parameters. X value goes to 10. To the y goes to 20. Am I clear with you? Hey guys, is it okay? Tell me how to remove this error by calling super method explicitly. Super method. Everybody, one more important thing. If I call the super method after SOP, tell me again I am getting error. Okay, na? Why? Again, I'm getting error at line number 11, line number 8, etc. I'm getting error. Do you know why? That is important. The first statement should be super. Super must be the super method call must be the first statement in the constructor. You should not write like a second statement or a third statement. That is not allowed. That's why we are getting error. I will cut this here. I will paste here. Did you get this point? Okay. Am I clear with you guys? Online folks, am I clear with you? Did you understood why I got error at line number 11 is? Okay. Last time. Okay. And now the error got removed. Do you know the reason? Yes. Tell me, can we call the super method explicitly? Can we call the super method? In the constructor, can we call the super method? Yes. Yes, we can call. We can call, no problem. But if you want to call the super method, you must call it at first line in the constructor. Super you can write only as a first line in the constructor. Super method call must be first line in the constructor or the first statement in the constructor. First statement in the constructor. Okay, good. If I run this program, now guys, what's the output now? inside class A parameters constructor, inside class B parameter less constructor. Very good. Good. This is example 3 for you. Tell me, here was a new statement you observed. Super. Super. Please listen to me. Super. I'm just explaining step by step, example by example, to get clarity. To get the clarity on the code. Okay, na? I want to write some points here. Output in Excel, right? First, I wanted one point here. Tell me here, what we are calling here? Super. Okay, na? To call which constructor? Okay. But see, by default, which statement is there as the first statement in the constructor? Super. Super method call will be there as a first statement, and it calls parameter less constructor of the parent class. But in this example, what is happening? But in this example, parent class has parameterized constructor with how many parameters? 2 parameters. I think you people got the point. I think you people got the point. Am I clear with you guys? Online folks. Am I clear with you? But in this example, yeah. Yes,
sir.
Thank you. Yeah. But in this example, parent class has parameters constructor with 2 parameters. Okay. So to call the parent class parameterized constructor, okay, we have written what? Super of 10, 20 as a first statement in the child class constructor. Am I right or not? Which constructor? Child class constructor. Could you tell me what the output now? What the output of this program? Inside class A parameters constructor. Inside class A parameters constructor. Inside class A parameterized constructor. Next one is what? Inside what? Class B parameter less constructor. You have to understand how the constructors are executed. So far, am I clear with you? Could you tell me who's the first statement? Who's the first statement in a constructor? Super. What super will do? It will call the parameterless constructor of the super class. Okay, parent class. Okay, right? But if the parent class has parameterized constructor, we have to call it. How can we call it? Explicitly, we have to call with the super statement. With the super. Tell me, in this example, how many parameters are there in the parent class? 2 parameters are there. That's why we are calling super of 10, 20. 2 parameters we are passing. Okay. Next example, guys, please understand. I'll remove this. Example by example, I'll give you. Here also, I have int A, int B. I'll pass here values 20, 30. Tell me, are you finding any error here? Yes, we have an error. Guys and everyone, did you understood this? We have an error here. We have error. So where is our error, guys? In line number 8. Why?
Because super statement only calls the parameter less constructor.
Yes, exactly. Actually, point is, what is the first statement in a constructor? It doesn't matter parameterized or parameterless, whatever it is. What is the first statement? Super. Super method call. First statement is super. Am I right? Could you tell me what it calls? It calls the parameterless constructor of the parent class. But tell me the parent class, do you have any parameterless constructor? No. What we have? Parameterized constructor. Am I clear with you? That's why I'm getting error. How to remove this error? We should call super. First statement. We should write the first statement super. Yes, I'm writing super. Please understand. Super. Okay, na? Of how many parameters are to pass? 2 parameters. Okay, I'll do one thing. Already I have 2 parameters a comma b. Na? I'll pass a comma b. Am I clear with you? This is parameterized constructor. Na? Now tell me error is removed. Semicolon missing. Now error is removed. Online folks, did you understand this example? Did you understand this example? Hey, did you understand this example? Online folks, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay. Did you understand the example now? Okay. Tell me what I am writing. Super of a comma b. A comma b. I am writing 10 comma 20. I am passing directly a value and b value to the class A. Tell me what is the value of x now? 20. What's the value of y? 30. Because I am passing 20 comma 30. What the a value becomes? 20. B value becomes 30. 20 will be stored in A. 30 will be stored in B. And I am passing a comma b. Na? A comma b means 20 comma 30. So 20 will be stored in x. 30 will be stored in y. 30 will be stored in y. Am I clear? Yes. So I want to copy this as example 3. Example 3. Multiple examples I am giving. These are only for understanding about what my intention is. What today I only want to tell you about how to execute how the constructors are executed in the inheritance. So far, am I clear with you? Yes. Could you tell me what the output now? Inside class A parameterized constructor. Could you tell me next? Inside class B parameterized constructor. This clarity is very important. Parameterized constructor. Guys, am I clear with you so far? Let's go with the next example. Simple things only. It is not a big deal of learning this technology. Okay. One by one, slowly you can learn. Next, we'll go ahead. Guys, we will write. Please understand me. We will write int a comma b comma int c. How many parameters? 3. So 20 comma 30 comma 40. Okay, because the 3 parameters are required to call this constructor. That's why I'm passing 20 comma 30 comma 40. So 20 will be stored in A, 30 will be stored in B, 40 will be stored in C. Okay, out of 3 parameters, tell me only how many parameters I'm using for calling the superclass constructor. Only 2. Only 2. Third one I'm not using. I have 3, but I'm using only 2. The third one I'm not using it. Am I clear with this? Like this also we can write now. Is everybody clear with this point? So far, am I good with this all? Online folks, so far am I good with this all? Shall I go for the next point of explaining it? Yes. Yes, I will explain.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. One more point for today I'm explaining. Guys, I'll remove all these things. Please understand me. I'll remove all these things. I'm ready. Everybody. Class B Open close. Could you tell me it is what type of constructor? This is called which type of constructor? If I had class B, which is called which type of constructor?
Parameterless.
Parameterless constructor. So what do you
Yes.
write? System dot out dot println inside
Inside class B,
class B
parameterless constructor.
parameter less constructor. Am I clear with you?
Yes, sir.
Very good. I want to tell you one more thing. Please understand. Okay. Next I'm writing class B with int A comma int B. System dot out dot println inside class B parameterized constructor. Please attend the sessions clearly. You will understand very easily. Am I clear now? Why I am getting error at line number 9, error line number 12? Why I am getting all these errors?
Because in class B.
Who is the first statement in this constructor? Super. In this constructor also, who is the first statement? Super. Super method call without parameters. Super method call without parameter will call which constructor? Parameterless constructor of the parent class. But tell me in the parent class, I have what? Parameterized constructor. I don't have parameterless. That's why I am getting error. Am I clear with this point? Please understand. I want to write. Look at this. No. This of, I want to explain this now. This of 60 comma 70. We know super method. Now tell me, I am writing what? This method. This is a keyword we know already. This dot, employee number, this dot, like that. We know this keyword. What this refers? Current object of the class. Now what I'm writing? This method. This method. I'm just talking about the last point for today, guys. Please try to understand me. Okay, na? This method I'm calling. This of 60 comma 70. Listen here, guys. Difference is what? Super method call will call the parameterless constructor of the parent class. But this method call will call the constructor of the same class. Constructor of the same class. Very good. This refers always current class, na? So what it will call? This always calls. This always calls same class constructor. Same class constructor. This class constructor. Same class constructor. Tell me how many parameters I am passing? 2 parameters. Now tell me it is going to call. I will write here. My question is, guys. Now tell me this is going to call this constructor. Am I right? Okay, sorry. Here I can say. This is going to call this constructor. Am I right or not? Yes. Tell me what's the value stored in A? 60. What's the value stored in B? 70. Am I clear with you? Now I am writing super of A comma B. Now the error is removed now. Everybody, please focus here. Guys, am I clear with you? Tell me first what this will call. Same class constructor. Same class constructor. Same class constructor means it is going to call this constructor only now. Because how many parameters I am passing? 2 parameters, 60 comma 70. So it is going to call this. What super will call? Super of A comma B calls parameterized constructor of the parent class. Okay, did you understand the flow now? Yes. Tell me what the first statement. What is the first statement printed? Could you tell me what the first statement? Inside. Can you tell me what the output of this code? What is the difference between this method call and super method call? This method will call the Same class constructor, same class or current class, any word, current class constructor or same class constructor. Super method called
Parent class
base class constructor, parent class constructor otherwise. Could you tell me now super means first control is going here? First
Yes.
actually control is coming from class B parameterless constructor to parameterless constructor. Here from here super going to super class now. What the output printed? Inside class A parameterized constructor. After executing this constructor, the control will come back and execute this line. Which line? Parameterized constructor of the class B. After completion of this, now the control will go back and execute the next line. What's the next line? Inside class B parameterized constructor. Because control will go back after executing the constructor, control will go back and execute next line now. Did you get my point online, folks? I'll repeat once again. Could you tell me first of all? Okay, first of all, tell me this will call what? Same class constructor. This will call the same class constructor. So same class constructor is this one only, na? Yes. Tell me in this what's the first line I'm writing? Then tell me where does control will go now? Parent class constructor, parent class parameters constructor. Tell me for this constructor will execute now. After execution, control will go back now. Go back to where? Next line now. Who is the next line after super? SOP. It is executed now. Tell me after executing this constructor, again control will go back now. Go back or not? Yes. Next to the next line. Tell me who is the next line after this? SOP. Tell me what's output now. Very good. Inside class B parameters constructor. Very good. Inside class B parameter less constructor. Am I clear with you? Online folks, did you understood this example? Let me run this program and see the output first. See guys, do you got the same result or not? You got the same result? Online folks, you got the same result? Could you give me some could you give me some reply now for this? It's important reply for me. This reply is important for me, whatever that you are going to give. This reply is very important for me to know whether did you understood this and super or not. Could you give me some reply, please? If anybody have a doubt also, you can please write in the chat. Or you can speak out, I can able to hear now.
Yes, sir. Understood. Clear.
Yes, very good. Lakshmi said, okay. Suja is always replying. Very good, Suja. Suja Josh, okay. You're almost replying for every question. Thank you. Thank you for your reply. Susmita is okay. Lakshmi, Shatak, Sipriya, very good. Good, Aksh. Remaining guys, what about JP, Nagam?
Yes,
Sandhya,
sir.
very good, yes. Yeah, very good, Rapsi. Yes, good. Bhagyesh Joshi, very good, excellent, good. Good. Thanks, guys. Keep giving reply. Okay. Could you tell me what's the difference between this and super?
This refers to current class.
Is to call the same class, current class constructor, whatever. Super will call
Parent.
base class constructor. Okay. Super will call base class. This will call same class constructor. Am I clear with you? Right. If I want
Yes,
to call same class constructor with the two parameters, then this of 10, 20, A, comma B, you can pass. If I want to call super class constructor with the two parameters, super of A, comma B or X, comma Y. If three parameters X, comma Y, comma Z. Am I clear with this point? Yes? Very good. First, I want to give this. And one more clarity. Don't write super and these two statements at a time. Suppose if I'm writing super of 10, 20, you'll get error. Did you get my point? We cannot write super and this in the same constructor, because super must be first line. This also must be first line only if you want to write. But can you write both at first line only? Both we cannot write as a first statement. Na? First line means, sir, you can just keep backspace. Control will go to the first line. Now it is correct, na? I'm not talking first line means not our first line. First statement. Semicolon means statement is over. Am I right? Then tell me super becomes second statement, na? Now this becomes second statement, right? Even though I'm writing in same line, according to system it is second statement. According to Java, second statement. Semicolon is over now. Second statement. Did you get this point? So why we contract super and this at a time? Why we contract both at a time? We cannot write the super method call and this method call as a first statement. As a first, both we cannot write as a first statement. Did you get this answer? Am I clear with you guys in online? I just want to add this for you. Notes I will give you, but first I wanted this example and output. This is example 4 na? Example 4 only, right? Example 3, last one. Example 4. Example 4. Tell me, here there are important points are there. Output I will write last, but example important points are there. Tell me in the class B parameterless constructor, what we are calling? This. Okay. This method we are calling na? Right. In parameterless na? In parameterless constructor of the class B, we are calling, what we are calling? We are calling this of 60, 70. Am I right or not? This of 60, 70. What it will do? It will call the right, current class constructor. It will call the current class constructor with parameters. Constructor with 2 parameters. Am I clear with you? Next step. In the parameterized constructor of class B, what we are calling? Super. What super will call? Parent class constructor. Parent class constructor. So in the parameterized constructor of class B, constructor. Okay. Parameters constructor of the class B. What we are calling? We are calling super of A, B. Tell me what it will call? It will call the parent class constructor with 2 parameters. Am I right or not? Okay. Parent class constructor with the 2 parameters. Very good. Now what is the output now? Inside class A parameterized constructor. Next, inside class B parameterized. According to our example, this output na? Excellent. Tell me next one is what? Inside class B parameter less constructor. Am I clear? Excellent. Okay. One important point what you learned here. Difference between this and super. What this will call? This always calls the same class constructor. Super will call the parent class constructor. Can we call super and this at a time in a constructor? No. Why? Because we must write this and super as a first statement only. We can write this and super as a first statement only. So we cannot write 2 statements as a first statement. That's why we cannot. Means basically what you understood now is, basically guys, what we have understood is
this and super.
I'll answer next. Guys, basically what we have understood is what? We cannot call two constructors from a constructor. Am I right or not? If you have three constructors are there, first one can call second one can call third. Can I call second, third from first one only? There are three constructors. Online folks, did you understand my question? Three constructors are there in my class. From first constructor, I can call the second. From second, I can call the third. Or from third, I can call the second. From second, I can call the first. Otherwise, from second, I can call the first. And first can call the third. Like that, I can call. But can I call at a time? Okay. From first only, I want to call second, third, both. Not allowed. From third, I want to call 2 and 1. Not allowed. From 2, I want to call 1 and 3. No. What I can do? From 2, I can call 1. From 1, I can call 3. Means how many at a time? Only 1. That's why this and super are allowed or not allowed? If you read this super means what? 2 at a time means what? You are calling this class constructor and also calling. But can you call two constructors at a time from a constructor? No. That's why we are getting error. Am I clear with this point? I'll give all these notes, question and answers next. For today, for time being, I just want to close now class. Okay, guys, I want to share it with you now itself. But am I clear with you, online folks, or do you have any questions to me? Please give me a reply. We are in very important topics now. In further, there are many other important classes are there. Did you get this, guys? Am I clear with you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Am I clear with you? Thanks. I'm going to share the notes now. Please wait. Otherwise, it'll be a problem for you. You told that last class notes have not shared. Huh? Okay, that is in other system now, so I will share. But today I will share it. At least for today. Please go ahead with this. Just give me some time. Folks, everybody in online, please give me some time. And whenever I share the notes tomorrow, we are actually maintaining in one document. Now. These notes you also copy into the same document, so that all will be there in one document. That will be good for you whenever you want to look and see. Yeah, it's a shared now. Okay, now? Right. Thank you, folks. Online folks, thank you. We'll continue on tomorrow. Thank you, guys.